Okay, so now I'll discuss the meiosis video that I watched to analyze. I also watched this on the Khan Academy website, so it's the same guy, um, Sal, who walks through meiosis, and he does, I feel like, a good job of explaining uh, what happens in meiosis as far as um, diploid cells dividing up to become haploid cells. Um, and those are germ cells, gametes. I think he does a good job of explaining that. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather. Um, in the beginning, he made a little bit of a mistake. He said he was, I guess, trying to use an example of a human cell. He said 43 chromosomes, which there's actually 46 chromosomes in a human cell, 23 pairs. So he must have mixed those two numbers up. And he mentioned overall that uh, a nucleus, a 2N nucleus, will form two 1N nuclei. Uh, so, like I said, that's diploid becoming haploid. And he starts to talk about interphase, how it's basically the same process as mitosis. Um, and then prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, and telophase 1. He does a good job of explaining those and explaining the fact that it's chromosomes that are being pulled apart, uh, like in comparison to mitosis, where they go through those same steps and it's sister chromatids that are being pulled apart. And again, there was a little bit of, he was saying microspindles, and like I said, just terminology. If he had just stuck with one term, then I think that would clearly get across what it is that he's trying to say. Then in the images, I think he also drew the centromere inside the nucleus. Uh, I'm sorry, the centrosome in the nucleus, but he referred to it as the centromere. Um, and he did that actually for a while, a few minutes actually, in that video where he was referring to the centrosomes as centromeres, and then later on he corrected it, like he realized he had been making that mistake probably for a while, and so he tried to clean that up there. Then on to I'm sorry, meiosis 2. He talks about prophase 2, where the nuclear envelope breaks down again, and centrosomes replicate, their fibers push apart. The spindle fibers align, those sister chromatids in the middle of each cell in metaphase. Then metaphase 2, I'm sorry. Then anaphase 2, those sister chromatids are pulled apart there by those fibers. And here he made a mistake where he said sister chromosomes, but what he meant to say was daughter chromosomes is the term he meant to use there. Then in telophase 2, he, I think, did a good job of explaining that it's four haploids. Like he started out with, I believe, one cell. Yes, it was one cell. I'm sorry. And then how it eventually became four haploid cells by the end of all of those steps. Again, I do feel like it's more aimed towards high school and college students, but I could see middle schoolers. I could actually see anybody with some understanding being able to watch this video and at least learn the basics of what's going on there. And I think it's also good that he keeps the videos to where he's not really showing himself. He's just showing images of what's going on as far as each step. So I think overall, his videos are actually really good. Just some slight terminology errors would, if he fixed those, would make his videos even better. Uh, and that's that.